Okay. Starting... normally I do these streams like an hour later, but I've got stuff to do later on in the day, so I'm just doing it here about an hour early. It'll still be about a 3-hour stream. It's just gonna start an hour early, basically. Just making sure some stuff is set up. Give me a moment. Just adjusting some audio stuff. Give me a moment. Alright. I think I'll just start everything up now. Okay, hello everybody, it's Deanspillabean back on your screen, playing some Satisfactory on the streaming world. Last stream, got, oh shoot, what did we do? We got gas, oil stuff, so I actually have a jetpack now, which is really cool. Today, I want to get heavy modular frames settled, because, okay, so I really need to stop saying so that's kind of annoying. So, heavy modular frames and computers. Those are two things I desperately need. Reason being, you can look in the top right, logics that require heavy frames and computers, as well as industrial beams and rubber. Industrial beams and... I just ummed again. Industrial beams and rubber are already automated, but next thing is computers and heavy frames. Computers is one that I would like to get done today. First thing that I got done last stream for this project is to get a bunch of copper sheets done. Now, there are 3 pure copper nodes that are here, and they all run at about 240, and I think first thing I'm going to do is get this entire setup basically duplicated, which isn't going to be too interesting for the time being, but I need to get this so that I can get more copper sheets. I'm going to need a lot, not just for the computer project, but just in general, because I also want to get AI limiters, which also require copper sheets. So first things first is get this set up. Meanwhile, trying to think of a story thing. Oh, I need plates. I guess I'll go get the resources for it. Where am I even getting power from? Hold on. I forgot where I even put my power towers to move around easier. Oh, the way over there. Let's see. I think it should be fine to put a power line here. And it shouldn't bump into anything later, right? Okay, maybe over a bit. There we go. I'll make it look nicer later. Go. Okay, a bit of story time. So, months ago, I got, let's see. So, I really like Legos. Legos are one of my favorite collectible thing to get every now and again. I've got too many Legos, though, to where my room is just way too filled with them. I basically don't have any more room for Legos, so I don't get them as often anymore. Every now and again I treat myself, but for now, just everything's filled. Last December, I think, last year, around the winter time, me and my family actually worked really hard to reorganize a lot of my Lego collection. Because a huge problem I had was while I had like tons of Legos, I think I have well over like 10,000 Legos last I counted. Although that was like an actual decade ago when I last really counted. So I probably have 15 or 20,000 now, I'm not sure. Anyways, last year, me and my family worked together to organize all of that, which that took a really long time. They were all in let's see, they were all in like the smaller containers, which weren't too organized, but they basically all had a bunch of different colors that I've organized everything in. Like the black container, let's see, there's black, white, gray, and dark gray that had the most amount of space dedicated for those sizes. That's just because of how many of those pieces there are across like a ton of different Lego sets. But my main way of organizing everything for my Legos was just putting everything in a colored bin. Okay, so I have... Okay, do I need plastics? I don't think so. Don't need... I'm just thinking, give me a moment. I don't need these copper sheets either, I'm just gonna put some of them in storage. Do we need anything else before I go? I'll probably grab some steel beams and pipes on my way. Back to story on Legos. So me and family got together and reorganized all of my crazy assortment of Lego collections into several different filtered bins. I don't know the exact number of bins, but there was basically like well over a dozen, maybe 24 different bins, each of them filling up with specific types of Legos. Trying to match a specific shape, basically. Like a lot of the Technic pin stuff that are very... like large bricks are all together, large parts are together, pins are together, axles are also together. A lot of stuff is in their own bins that allows them to be found way easier than before. Okay. So that took about, I want to say like 2 or 3 months to get completed. Which I really gotta thank my family for helping me get that done, because that was a lot of work. Although, I did not organize all of my Bionicle collection. Which I have a lot of, but they're in their own separate bin just because of how specific they are. And I don't think I'm going to organize them. As much as I want to organize them, I don't think I can, just with how varied everything is for the Bionicle pieces. Oh gosh, Bionicles have like another whole story I could go on. Okay, I'm just trying to think about what I want to do real quick. Main thing is basically copy-pasting everything from underneath here up top. I think that's what I'm going to do. I can get like 360 copper sheets a minute, I believe, if my math was right last time. Did I have these one? That was a little bit further away, okay. So I mentioned the whole Lego thing mostly because I kind of wanted to talk about another time I had last month, or last few months, where I went on a basically trip down memory lane for a while when I rediscovered Bionicle, kind of. It started from a Lego convention that was like a few months ago. Oh my gosh. Can't connect, so... There we go. So many months ago, there was a Lego convention I went to. It was very nice, although I misread the timing when it was actually going to happen. So we were actually like, we only had like maybe 30 minutes or an hour left before it closed. I misunderstood when it was going to start, so we were basically late to it. But in that amount of time, we saw a bunch of really cool, very well-constructed Lego sets by various architects, many of which I envy because of how wonderfully created they were. But there was also a store, kind of a store. It had a bunch of random sets that collectors wanted to sell for money. They had like a minifigure bin where you can make your own figure, of which me and my brother made some really wacky ones. I was being smart and put like tons of random pieces together just so I can get more pieces per set, basically, or per figure. Yeah. Okay. How many constructors can I get? That's 30. I need... Let me math real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6, okay. So 12 total. 6. Right? Yeah. Although the minifigure bit wasn't really the main takeaway that I got from going to that Lego convention. It was actually some of the collections that some people had. And there were things that were like way back from my childhood that I wasn't able to get because they were either expensive, I didn't have money, or they just weren't available. So, one of the things, like one of the main takeaways, was a Lego T-Rex from the old days of Dino Attack, if anyone even is old enough to remember that was a thing. That was one of my favorite set series that eventually got discontinued, apparently for being too violent and graphic, which I mean it was. There was like a lot of guns for it being a Lego product. But I think it just because of how crazy the concept was of people being in gigantic tanks or massive weapons fighting against these massive dinosaurs was really cool and novel. One of the sets had a really massive T-Rex build that was like probably the biggest creature parts that Lego put together that wasn't some kind of Bionicle relation. Anyways, as cool as it was, since the series got discontinued sometime later, that also meant that creature figure wasn't very accessible. Well, luckily, while I was there, someone was selling it. I forgot how much it was, but the cool thing about that T-Rex model that I got, the LED within, or some kind of light-up device that was inside of its head was still functional, which old electronics from like decades ago kind of fail over time. So this was a rare oddity that like the light-up effect were still being effective. And it was just something that I really wanted, so I got it. It's on my desk. It's really cool. Other thing I got from that event was a little capsule. It wasn't a Bionicle, but it was like a predecessor to the Bionicle sets, and I just had all these constructors off by one. Let me get rid of all these. I even put down all the splitters there. Anyways, there was a container type thing that basically contained an old set that was a predecessor to the Bionicle sets that came like some months or a year later after the fact. And what was it? Let's see. Robo Riders. That's what it was. Yes, I have it on my desk. Now, me seeing that canister of the old Robo Riders series sets, I never actually had one of those at all, but it was kind of neat seeing the predecessor to one of my favorite set themes of all time, that being Bionicle. To the point that okay, I don't know if anyone actually knows. Lego, years ago, was about to go bankrupt, but then they had a cool idea to be hip and edgy, and there was a lot of crazy sets that were hip and edgy, including the Dino Attack stuff. Let's see, I want this conveyor belt to be here. Yeah. Anyways, one of the themes that came from that era of hip and edgy was the Bionicle series, which was a bunch of Legos that were made with very specific molds that, frankly, were very expensive to actually produce because of how big they were. But they stuck a bunch of them together, and we got some really cool characters out of it. And this ended up making a massive franchise that was called Bionicle. Bionicle figurines, or some variation of that. Okay, wait. That's where that's supposed to be. Okay. Anyways, Bionicle was a favorited series of mine just because of how interesting it was. No power. Why do you have no power? Oh, because you literally have no power. Fair enough. Okay. Anyways, me finding that old canister really reminded me of the days of Bionicle. And this was when I was like really, really young, where there would just be a lot of... let's see. This was a time when toys were actually really fun. They still are today, but like it was very different back then. Back in my day, we had cool toys that were actually cool, or something like that. Anyways, when I found the... Can I erase this? Hold on. When I found the canister that had the old Robo Rider sets, it reminded me a lot of my time with Bionicle. And I ended up going on this massive month-long obsession with Bionicle for like, again, a month. Where I got out my old collection of Bionicle pieces and put together some stuff that I really just wanted to make. Also relearned all of the story and lore of Bionicle. Played some of the old games of Bionicle. It was a very surreal experience, like reliving my childhood, basically. And it really was something very special. And I wish LEGO would do again sometime, but I kind of understand why it's hard for them to, because, let's see, history of Bionicle for people that don't know. It got discontinued at some point, and that's just because it was very expensive to get all the pieces together. LEGO was getting kind of big, and they needed to get things more systemized. And the problem with Bionicles is that they have a lot of very specific molds that makes it very difficult to get anything new for the product line. So it ended up just being far too expensive to get, and the theme was kind of dying down a bit, mostly because they couldn't get the pieces required to make it look interesting or something like that. So they eventually discontinued the theme, and a lot of people were like, what? No, but it was so cool, and it was. But it just got too expensive, so they stopped it. Eventually, enough people were like, oh man, we're going to miss Bionicle, we're going to miss it so much. They were able to finish the story, I know that. Like, they weren't able to finish the story during the time it was being created, but they had a bunch of comics going. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure I make it look similar. Anyways, when LEGO made, when they were okay, I need to focus on what I'm talking about. Bionicle's story was told not just through the sets that they were releasing, but also a bunch of games and comic book media, as well as movies. So the actual story of the Bionicle franchise is very scattered. So it takes a while to really piece together what everything is. But it is a very detailed story about, oh gosh, I don't actually know how to describe it just with how intense it was. But it felt like, while you were reading it, you were like really a part of an ever-growing story of... Oh jeez, I don't know how to describe it. It was just something really unique. Like, that's the best way I could say. And LEGO really hasn't made anything like that in years following. Probably the closest that they've gotten was Ninjago, and that's a fairly recent thing. But before Ninjago, there was Bionicle, and a bunch of other sets and whatnot, but Ninjago just got popular enough that LEGO... Why do I say LEGO has been trying to revive old set themes through Ninjago, which is kind of neat. But Bionicle, though, after it did get grief, I'm good at stuttering. After it got discontinued, people really wanted more of it, which is kind of sad. LEGO seeing that maybe we shouldn't have discontinued since people actually liked it. They tried to revive it with a Series 2, which they simplified the story so it wasn't as scattered, but I think a huge problem is they made the sets that were following or the sets that were going along with the story a little too expensive, kind of. A benefit of the old sets were that they were fairly inexpensive, being like $10 or $20 at most. But the version 2 sets ended up being like, oh man, like $30, something like that. Some of them even 40. I don't know the exact numbers. Basically, Series 2 of Bionicle got too expensive, and then no one wanted to be a part of it. There were some really cool sets, though, like, frankly, really cool interpretations of old characters that they were reimagining. And I kind of wanted to be a part of that, but again, they were just too expensive to get into. Anyways, the Series 2 eventually got discontinued, unfortunately. cool pieces came out of it, so a lot of people who are very into Bionicle buildings, or builds, or mocks, as they call them, had a lot more toys to play with, basically. But the franchise of Bionicle eventually died off, which was kind of sad. Years pass. I forgot, like, when exactly Series 2 came out. But years pass afterwards. And over time, it kind of seemed like LEGO really wanted to reintroduce Bionicle somehow, but they needed to do something that would make it fit with the current system of LEGO, so it's not like its own thing. Because if it's its own thing, then it takes up a lot of space on factory floors, which also the molds that are required are massive. So it makes it very difficult to make a lot of specific parts again. Oh, I don't want to do that. So, years pass, and I'm pretty sure LEGO's been trying to piece together ways that they can introduce Bionicle again. But in order for it to work, they have to, first of all, make the models have based off of a skeletal system that's easy to work with, and they have like some kind of skeleton model of an action figure that they can build off of to make interesting characters with different models, different edges, something to make them different enough to be unique, but also be fairly cheap to manufacture. Like very few parts are required to get the effect, kind of thing. So it has to be small, recognizable, simple to make, yet complicated. And something I've noticed fairly recently, they've been making these DC and Marvel action figure sets that kind of fit the bill for what's kind of required for a Bionicle reintroduction. There's I don't have images at the moment, but basically they're making a bunch of these Marvel and DC characters out of LEGO, but I've noticed something with how they're made, that their model is based off of a very similar structure, like a base skeleton structure type thing. Which, in my mind, I see that and I'm like, wait, they could possibly reintroduce Bionicle if they make models based off of that skeleton. So I'm almost wondering if they're trying to like test the waters to see if people would even be interested in stuff like that. I would actually really like those models, but even though they're like $30 at the moment, I think they're $30, and that's just because of licensing. That's something else I've noticed with Legos, is just a lot of themed branded sets are very expensive, and that's just because of royalties and branding or something like that. Too complicated for me to get into. But if they were to make their own version of all of that, they could actually make that stuff cheaper. Lego themed or Lego made sets specifically are way cheaper than branded stuff, just because of, well, it's Lego that's making it. They don't have to pay royalties to anyone else. This is also why Minecraft Legos are stupid expensive. Okay, gosh, I hate that like Minecraft Legos are, they're like twice the money that it feels like it would take to make it yourself. Anyways, all that to say, I have a feeling, I have hope that Bionicle might make a return someday, just because of these DC and Marvel Legos that Lego's been making, or models that Lego's been putting out lately. I just really want that to be a thing. I want to see Bionicle again. Anyways, so about, what time is it? Oh crap, that only took 30 minutes. That's like my main story. Oh, well. But I got copper sheets done, which is great. This is about 360, I think, hold on. 240 multiplied by 3, 720. All that gets turned into copper ingots, that gets divided by 20? Yeah. I think so. So that's... yeah, 36 constructors and 36 times 10 copper sheets per constructor, so that's 360 copper sheets. Cool. Now I gotta get that over to my base, or get that connected to the... I think, okay, I'm gonna get... Okay, problem. I need Mark IV conveyor belts in order to actually get the full rates of this, but I don't have Mark IV belts yet. Until I get the Logix Mark IV mission done, which I can't do yet. So, I'm just gonna have to live with Mark III belts for now. Should be fine until I can, like, upscale. Gonna get these all the way to the steel production site, because that's where the nearest Caterium is. There we go, almost died. The jetpack. I haven't actually like had the jetpack in a while. It's really nice. Okay, where's my Caterium's up there? Okay, this is gonna be so fun to take apart when I do like the massive remodeling I'm planning on when 1.0 comes out. I've like talked about it every now and again, but whenever 1.0 for Satisfactory comes out, I'm going to completely dismantle almost everything and try to see if I can turn it into something else. Something a bit more cohesive, maybe. Copper sheets has gotten to the copper wire. Copper wire and copper sheets combined can make AI limiters, but only if I have cables, of which I have none of. I must go back to get some. Kind of wondering. Okay, so I need like how many? I need 100 computers. What do I need 4 computers again? Actually, wait, can I? Okay, I can make them. That's good. Screws, plastic, cables, and cables. Ooh. So I want to get circuit boards made, but I also want AI limiters. Let's see, AI limiters. Those require the copper sheets and quick wire, of which I think I can get a good amount of, but main reason why I want AI limiters is so I can get these smart splitters, which allows me to better filter out some stuff, which for more complicated builds is nice. Also, power switches are cool too, just to single out specific production units. High-speed processors are also going to be nice. So, I think I need to get some kind of cable production. Well, if only I had some copper over there. Oh wait, I do have copper. That's over there. It's making copper sheets right now. Or do I want to try and get some of these cables that are getting made here over to that location? Or do I want to bring the copper sheets over to here? I have a lot of choices. Let's see, what are you? Gosh, I really just need Mark IV belts so I can get access to more resources per minute. But I can't do that until I get heavy frames and computers. But I am just way too resource limited right now. Let's see, where are other cables getting made? Or other copper ore? I think there's one like way over here. There's a few over there. I might just make some. Actually, I wonder if I can get into vehicles and see if I can get like a cable logistics line here. So let's try that out. I've been wanting to get into this anyway. I've got parts for that. I think I'm gonna go over there and make sure I have like a site built. So it is over in this direction. That's kind of far. I'm sure I can get it. Like, I can make some nice roads, at least. With like how simple my setup is right now. I can probably even still get some simple roads. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Ran out of gas. Need to get that slug, though, because I need overclocks. Or power shards at some point so I can get overclocking more accessible to me. Here we go. It's gonna be fun getting tractor set up. Yeah, here's the site. Set up the power tower there. Get one on top of that hill, and I guess I'll also send it down there. I know there's like a whole oil field that's over in that area, so just having power expanded to that place could probably help for later. So, plan is to try and get trucks set up to transfer as many cables as possible back to base. I believe that is my game plan. For that, what's the easiest way for tractors to get around? Or I guess other option or question, where is my fuel going to come from? I do have do have packaged fuel getting made. So I can probably just route some packaged fuel over to the drop-off area that's going to be at my base. And then that'll be the fuel? I think so. Anyways, I also found a hard drive, of which can get me new recipes. I'm going to plug that into the MAM real quick. There we are. 10 minutes later, I'll actually figure out what I can make. But anyways, I don't think I can have the tractor go through here. It's a little rough, but I could probably get it to about here and have this area as the station. I think so. Although I could probably just make a foundation thing. Although I might want multiple tractors. So it might be easier just to set up something out here. I think so. Okay, let me get some power hooked up to this area. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of iron here too. Oh yeah, there's 4 nodes here. I forgot there's iron, like pure iron nodes here. Ooh. Slight change in plans. I could probably... Yeah, I could probably export like a lot of iron from here to my base. That can work out. I think that's going to be a different project probably for next stream. Like, progress to try and get the heavy frames ready. Right now, I just want to get computers, which requires a lot of copper. Will also require screws, although I think I have enough iron at my base that I can use that for the screws needed for computers. I just need to upgrade stuff to Mark II, like the miners to Mark II, and then we got that. Okay, time to make a truck station. Best way to do that is just set up a foundation base, just so everything's nice and flat. Trucks don't like... Okay, trucks specifically don't like uneven terrain, but tractors seem to be fine for some reason. I'm going to have this a little over. Truck station's going to be there. I think I'll have trucks coming in this way and circling around to come out. I want to have multiple tractors on here. Is this going to work out? I believe so. Just need to get rid of the random trees. It's still ridiculous I could just cut down trees like that. Alright, that is powered. Tractor. Okay. I think I'm going to set up the cable factory over here first, and then get that routed over to the truck station. So for that, I'm going to need to get rid of these temp nodes. As well get... Actually, what's the purity on these? Pure, and now the other one's pure, so that's 240 each. Yeah, they're both pure. That's nice. You can get a lot of cables. Oh, hi. Go away. Oh, I don't have space. Let me make... Where's the shards? There it is. I don't have space for shards. How about now? How about now? There we go. Oh, How about now? There we go. Professional at work. Oh. Not Mark 1, Mark 2 miner. Get another 2 porta miners set up. That connected. Okay, how do I want this factory to get built? It's gonna be probably as big as the sheet factory. There seems to be a lot of open air here. I could probably... Actually, I think I'll just do that. Just a bit more open. And I've got enough resource. I don't have metal plates. Come on. Let me get to the... There we go. I gotta say, I do like how Satisfactory's requirement to get like a bunch of different resources in all stages of the game is very well done. Like, the first thing you make in the game is the metal sheets, but like you pretty much need them in all stages of the game, even though they become irrelevant for making conveyor belts. I can say the same for refined plates, where like you need to get a ton of those so you can get Mark II belts, because you just don't have steel yet. But once you get that manufactured, or by the time you get Mark II belts manufactured, you've all of a sudden gotten steel done as well. There we go. However, it's not the same for the Mark IV belts with industrial beams, because those are a little bit more expensive to make. They're harder to manufacture. They also are only stacking in instances of 100 compared to metal sheets of 200. Or, okay, refined plates are also 100. Let's see, so refined plates are 100, but steel is 200. Which reason why that's actually special is you can have a lot more Mark III conveyor belts stored in on your person compared to Mark II or Mark IV belts. And then everything goes crazy when you get Mark V belts from aluminum production. Did I put down a Mark II Mark I back there? I need to get rid of some inventory. So, most of the time, you probably only really need Mark III belts to do a lot of work in Satisfactory. You can get a lot of them stored on your person without having to rely so much on a specific source. And steel is fairly easy to make once you have enough logistics set up for that, where you just plop coal and iron in together, and then you get a bunch of steel beams. And from my experience, it feels like you really don't need any other belt type, and you mostly just need Mark III belts for almost everything, except the times like, oh, you're going to need to output like a metric ton of aluminum scrap. Which is, speaking from experience, you need, later on in the game when you get to aluminum, you're just gonna, it produces like 360 aluminum scrap a minute, which is required to put stuff somewhere, which gets really chaotic. Screws as well is also also kind of a mandatory building option or recipe for a lot of more complicated stuff. Heavy frames, computers are going to need that. Although, computers are going to lose that reliance soon, because a recent devlog, they've mentioned that they're actually going to... Let's see. Can I... Oh, I can't get that shard. Recent devlog, they've mentioned that they are going to take screws out of the computer requirements in order to actually make them. Which is huge, because that means you don't need iron at all in order to make computers. Of course, I'm not in version 1 yet, so that rule doesn't apply to me as of yet. So I still gotta make computers with screws. Oh well. I forgot how nice, like how beautiful Satisfactory world is. Oop. That just looks nice. Oh, plan I had for like future, when I get to 1.0, I want to actually make my base like along this canyon here. Like there is this massive cliffside just here that goes along this huge canyon. I want to see if I can make a base later on that spans this entire canyon. That's going to be interesting to see later on. It's going to be like way later, but that'll be interesting to see. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Get that plugged in. So those are making 240 ore a minute. And I want to convert all of them into cables. Is that right? I think so. So 240 multiplied by 2 is 480. Okay. That'll eventually get turned into copper ingots. That's a 1-to-1. And it takes, I think, 15... Let's look that up. In order to make wire, I need 15 ingots a minute to make 30. So going off of that, it's 480, and it'll basically be doubled. I can get 960 wire, but then it'll also be halved again, because cables require 60 a minute of wire in order to make 30 a minute of cables. So it's actually a fairly 1-to-1 translation. So, cables, let me make sure I have my recipes right. Make 30 a minute, and so I need 16 constructors in total, but I also need 13, or let's see. I also need 32 constructors for the wire, which that's going to be a bit. I wonder if I could use blueprints, because that's just going to take a while to plop down. I almost want to see if I can get a blueprint set up. See if I can make it any easier. Let's see. I think I'll just plop it down and see if I can work. I need mod frames. No. Let me connect. No. Pain. So this is something that I did in my 20x20 world, as well as just off-screen me practicing, making a blueprint that just has a lot of preset constructors and smelteries. I don't think I'll do the smelters. Do I actually I might want to as well, just to make it easier. It'll be a time saver, that's for sure. How many do I want? Do I want to try and make something that's like 8 smelters and 8 constructors? I think I can fit that in a blueprint fairly well. I guess I could make it here, since I got it already set up. Let me go get mod frames real quick before I forget. Alright, time for the fun of constructing blueprint constructors. How do I want to do this? So I want 8. That's correct. How many can I fit in here? I can fit in 4 in a row. Probably do the same here. Okay. Okay, I think I'll just do this as a simple setup. I want to make more complicated things way later, but for now this will just be like a time-saving mechanic. So I don't have to spend as much time putting down like so many constructors. I probably should have made this when I made the copper sheet stuff, but oh well. Actually, can I just have like one input somehow? I think... no. It's overlapping. Aww. But what if it wasn't? There we go. Do I? Okay, I don't. Well, I don't have anything else for these belts, so it's just going to be Mark III no matter what I want. This isn't going to be as compacted as it can be either. I had a design that was like absurdly compacted, where I got like 14 smelters down to 1 blueprint, which was kind of impressive. Albeit a tad expensive, but whatever. Okay. Oh my gosh. This one power pole is just slightly higher. That's gonna put it right there. Okay. Yeah, right out of the way. Okay, that constructor didn't get connected. I think that's all of them. Okay, that's all the constructors connected to power. They all have conveyor belts, yes. I want to set them? Well, there's no point in setting them if it's going to be like a clean slate thing. Oh, probably should put in the inputs. Of course I do it for this side, or except that one. Okay, that's all connected. They're all getting output to the same thing. They all got the one input. Okay, I think that's ready to go. So this is a ×8 constructor. There we go. Factory blueprints. Just setting up a category for all this. Subcategory constructors. And add it here. Yes. Setting icon to constructors. And I'll just make it purple. Okay, so I should be able to just make that now. Yep, there he is. Next step is getting one set up for smelters. Let's clear that out. Give me my stuff back. So now we need one for... Do I want 8 smelters as well? Yeah, just to make it similar. Ba-bum. I think I should have these smelters have the outputs or the inputs in the middle. Let's see, can I put 4 in here like this? Yeah, it's not even though. Let me fix that. I think that should work out. Okay. Oh, don't want it that way. Apparently I've got it so compacted already that it's like, I can't put that there. Yeah, but can you? No. No. You can put it, you can put stuff there normally. Why can't you? It just doesn't feel like it. Whatever. Outputs are set. Inputs are set as well. Oh, hold on. I need to get these mergers connected. If there were even mergers. Okay. I believe that's set up nicely. Yep. That's the smelters powered. I think that's done already. Okay. So set that up as a ×8 smelter, set directory, new subcategory, Smelters. Add to here, apply icon, smelter. Color, I'll make it purple as well. Okay. I wanna. I think I'll have blueprints here. Okay, make that. Wonderful, huge time save. Actually, before I go, what's the requirements that I need for it? See if I can have at least 4 of these. Ooh, steel beams. Gonna need those. Do I have space? Do not? Kinda. Let me drop some stuff off, go get some steel beams. I really need to make it easier for me to get beams instead of having to go all the way to my steel factory just to get steel beams. I guess I could get rid of the reinforced plates. I don't think I'm going to need those too much. Maybe later. Steel beams. They are mine. Can't get pipes. Those are being used. Great. And I took the wrong way again, whatever. Plans for here in the future? Trying to think about that. Do I want to think about it? I don't know. Alright. I think I'm just gonna get to building. Yeah. Okay. Smelters. Do you need that here? Yeah. Set those for copper. Divided by 30 is 8 exactly. Nice. Don't mind me, just trying to make sure my hotkeys are set up so I don't mess up things. Go. That should just power everything, or supply everything. I think it should be good to just plug in. There we go. Ah, why didn't I set that? Well. I should have made these a bit more compatible. I had there just be one blueprint. I was like, ah, I'm gonna have like one entrance to it all. That'll actually work out. And it would work out for specific things, but I should have made it more reasonable. Or not reasonable, just more compatible, I think. More modular. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna update that blueprint. Okay, load the constructor blueprint and update it here. Of course I get these set up backwards. Okay, that's set. All the constructors are connected. Save blueprint, override the current directory, clear that out, deconstruct. Alright, that is updated. Oh wait, no, I wanted to make wire, shoot. All the copper sheets out of there. Okay. So this is making... Actually, let's see. How many is this making? I think I can actually have another constructor blueprints worth, I think so. Oh well, needs to offset it just a bit. Oh my gosh, I got the hacking things backwards again. I thought I fixed that. Professional at work, everybody. I'm so good at this. Because there's going to be too many wires for this to be able to survive, I'm just going to have a second belt on top. And that's going to be our wire. Go. Get that plugged in. I feel really embarrassed that I like messed up getting those constructor blueprints up and running twice. Don't care if the orientation is wrong, as long as they're all going the same way. I guess I just got mixed up. Okay, those are both in the same direction. Yes, I'm so good at this. Actually, I think I'll, while I'm at it, optimize the amount of connections everything's making. Okay. Nothing else needs connections new. You have enough slots? Yes. Okay. For real, save, and I'll probably never need to do it again, hopefully. So I think, with how many I'm making, I can just make one more constructor blueprint here. I will say it does will make this setup actually a little too samey. Oh well, I need to make sure everything gets set up in a timely manner. Let's see, cables. Wonderful. So that's one of these getting turned into as many cables as it can output, I believe. Hold on. Okay, so that's 30 times 8, 240. Yeah. It's 240 per. So that, yeah, the Mark III belt should be fine. Cool. Those are ready. So do I? Okay, so with 240, do I want? Let's see. I'm gonna need a ton of cables anyway. I could potentially make 10 computers a minute with this many cables. Is there anything else I want to use this for? I don't think so. I've got copper plates elsewhere, or copper sheets. So I think I'll just make another of these. I'll need to rearrange some stuff soon. Really rearrange. Do I want to? Okay, do I want to do something like this whenever I get to the heavy forms? Probably. Like, okay, what am I gonna need for it? I'm gonna need a bunch of screws. Although I do have manufacturing in place for everything else but the extra screws that I need. So do I just need stuff to get screws made? I think so, and I think that'll probably be it. Oh, let's see. Industrial beams are kind of far away. Steel pipes are being used for stators. Should I try and get more steel? Where can I get some? Well, we can see if there's any coal around. There is some nearby, actually. There's a bunch over there. Probably use that for steel production as well. I'll do that. Actually, I should check this. What's our power like? Because with all the machines we're making, we're probably gonna get maxed out soon. We're already over max. It just kind of comes to things are getting filled up. And because things are getting filled up, we don't need to worry too much. Without, since stuff gets filled up, that just means they're... Let's see. Stuff gets filled up. All that means... What does it mean? Sorry. Just focusing on this other stuff. Since things get filled up, that also means production is stopped. So that kind of makes room for more buildings, potentially. So that's a bunch of smelters, get structures made for wire. More set of constructors. I still can't wait for, like, getting into the later parts of the game where things get extremely complicated. I'd like to get to that somewhat soon, but at this rate it might be a couple weeks. Oh well. I need cables! No! Oh well. Oh wait, why am I worried about me needing cables? I'm making some. Yoink. Okay, just one constructor. Blueprint. And with that, I just saved so much time. Cool. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. I have returned after a quick break. Okay, cables are getting made. That's wonderful. Now I just gotta route all of this over to those tractor connectors. What are they called? They're truck stations. Why can't I English? I got a wacky spirally connection. Alright, that is stuff going in. That's great. Now for the next fun task. Getting the tractors all connected. Or connected to a different thing. I don't actually have a truck station on the other end yet. Oh. Okay, I gotta figure out where I want to even go then. So, I want to go this way. I guess I could take a tractor. See how far I can get. Let's see, need to get... Okay. Tractor time. Not making a recording on the path yet. I just need to figure out where I even want to go. Luckily, there's a fairly convenient road area. Whoa. Yeah, I think this should work out. Alright, I'll set up a area here. It's my inventory, okay. So this is where all of the cables will be imported into. Trying to figure out which direction I want this in. I think we'll go this way. Next big task is getting fuel connected. Which, let's see. I'm just gonna need a lot of steel, aren't I, just to get the cable distance over here. I think I'll do that real quick. I could get biofuel hooked up, but that's just gonna run out eventually. Well, Then again, I think that actually shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, quick setting, I want to change. Where is it? Motion pillar was off? Oh. I just kind of noticed like the weird fuzzing going on in here. I don't know what that is. I'll need to look into it. I guess I could use my biofuel for now, just because it's closer. I think I'll just do that for now until I eventually get to packaged fuel over here. I think that'll work. fuel is getting sent in. This needs to be powered. We'll just connect it to mod frame connection. There we go. So that truck station is operational. Now to set a path. Unload. You getting fuel yet? Yes, but very slowly. Okay. Start recording. I'm gonna try and have the tractor going to and from being on either side. Because I want to have like 2 tractors come in, and just so I can have a better flow rate. I think I just need the 1, but if time comes where I need to have 2, I don't want to have to redo this entire route. Oh. Let me get this tree out of the way. Okay. I'll need to come back and fix that. I can just delete nodes so that it doesn't remember those. But for now, just making sure all this is set up. There we go. Off we go. You know what? It's honestly a little peaceful riding around on vehicles through this kind of land. Ooh. Not as funny looking as like oh no. Not as funny looking as having like tons of spaghetti belts everywhere. But I kind of like this. A bit more time saving, I guess. Alright, here we go. And finish line. I'll just enable the autopilot. Go find the nodes, clean up that. See, there was a blunder here. Just delete these nodes so it doesn't go to them. There we go, and the weird topsy-turvy moment when I ran into trees, I'll get that fixed up too. It looks so weird. Okay, I think that should be good. Here comes the tractor. Okay. Cables being transferred. Alright, so with cables getting sent over to the main base, which is really cool, do I want them to get sent over to the steel production, which might also get it closer to plastic, or do I want plastic to go to the main base and then have the steel plates that are kind of leftovers from making AI limiters come back over to the base, and that's where I make the computers. I mean, maybe for convenience I might do that. I think just for convenience reasons. I'm still gonna need a lot of steel. Can I get a... Is it possible to get a tractor set up for that? Oh no, that area is just way too hilly. There's a bunch of steel beam stuff that I can get set up. So I think I'll just do that instead. I guess I can try to get like a tractor setup from my plastic refining that's... I think it's over here. Can I get it over to my base? Like get a tractor setup from my base? I could probably make a bridge over. Well, now I want to look into that. Just want to make sure this gets dropped off correctly. I think it should. Oh, it's getting the cables even before it got there. These things are kind of buggy. Whatever. I got cables, extra cables coming here. Wonderful. Next up is steel beams whenever... Or steel... No, shoot. Why am I... Okay, copper sheets. Good grief. But I think... I'm gonna try and investigate the idea of getting a tractor set up for my plastic, rubber, and fuel refining, just so I can get it over to my base quicker. Main problem is this is a very rough terrain, very not tractor friendly, so I'm gonna have to make roads, which might be a little difficult. Ow. Of course I could also just make conveyor belts. I kind of want to have like different conveyor belts for... Okay, do I even want that? No, I'm just going to try and see if I can get a tractor set up for this. So I will need a bridge to get across this massive gap here. So storage is there. Do I have a storage for all the fuel, packaged fuel I'm making? I do, it's on the other side. That's a lot of fuel. I'd love to use it more. So, I'm gonna need to make a bridge across this way. Get rid of the wildlife here. Is there something in here? There's some rocks. there's a power slug. Oh wait. Wait. Yoink. Easy. So I need to get a bridge over to this island. And then also navigate this very rough terrain, which I can just chainsaw through. There's numerous rocks. And then there's this massive canyon. Also gonna need a bridge. Okay, constructing, I guess. And I need plates. Hold on. I want to make like better bridges at some point, or do I? Oh no! Now I want to actually try to make like a genuine bridge. Oh well. Tickets. Give me one ticket. Okay. Have some cables. Screws. Give me something good eventually. I guess I'll feed it motors and rotors. I want to get more tickets so I can get more customizable options. I guess I can feed it some mod frames as well. I got a bunch of those sitting around. Okay. I'm gonna go see how many more motors I can feed it. I have a lot of motors. Wonderful. Anyways, this bridge thing that I really want to make probably isn't gonna look very good. But it's whatever. I wanted to try to make like something of a bridge. If it doesn't work, I'll make the next one better. That's my thought process. Thing is, I would like to get some more customizable options. Like the structural frame setup, I guess. That's gonna take too many tickets though. I might be able to get enough tickets. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just feed it more stuff. Feed it a bunch of motors. I guess I'll do that. Trying to think of what I want the bridge to look like. It's probably just going to be like a normal strung bridge, I guess. I'll just get a general shape and then try to design something cool. I'm gonna need some steel beams though. While that's cooking, I'm gonna get those. Actually, can I use the launcher to get over there faster? I need to set up like a better launcher system. While I'm here, I'm gonna get a bunch of quick wire. Okay. Off I go. Can I just make a launcher here? Let's see. Blueprint. I think I need 2 of these. Oh no. I kind of figured that'd be a problem. Okay. Gotta set this up a little bit better. I think that's good. No, it isn't. Okay, that angle should be good. Should. There we go. Whoa. I can see the desert from up here. There's my base. It's kind of small. There it is. Alright, how many tickets you got for me? 10! That's actually great. 11 now. Okay, I can get that structural frame set. Want to get the road barrier too? I guess I can get the railings and barriers. I'd also like to get some other stuff. I guess I'll just throw away a bunch of parts that I just can't really use too much of. I'm kind of running out of motors, but I have a ton of rotors. What about stators? I'm actually not sure how many I have. None. Why do I have none? Are they all getting used to 100%? I guess so. Well... Oh yeah, production's paused on these, no wonder. Yeah, I can't use these right now. These are all making motors. Of which I'd like to keep some spare in case I need to do motor-related activities. I guess I do have a lot of cables. I can just throw some of these away. Going through all this effort so I can make at least a decent looking bridge. I don't know how good it's gonna be later. Give me tickets. That's gonna take too long. Oh well. I'll start working on it. I need it to be about here. You have space. Kinda wish there was some way to get rid of these a random rock, but oh well. Oh, get a bunch of biomass at least. What's this? This iron? Yeah. Don't care about iron. Got enough of it. Alright, this should be a good, clear shot. I need steel frame stuff. I thought I purchased... Okay, where is that steel frame stuff? Oh, it's here. Okay. There isn't a slanted steel ramp? Oh. Oh well. I think if I angle just the 1mm, it should be fine. Millimeter? No, 1 meter. I would like the double-sided ramp though. that place upside down? No, it didn't, thank goodness. That did. Oh, that's annoying. I need to preserve the wildlife, I said some streams ago. That's what I wanted to do. I decided against it, I guess. Okay. So now that I have this, what now? I don't have the steel beam, cool steel beam thing. Oh well. This is gonna be very meticulous. Have fun. 883. Restarting the restarting world after full release. Not exactly. Plan at the moment I have for whenever 1.0 comes out is trying to dismantle as much stuff as possible just to kind of restart. Not really, but. So the idea is whenever 1.0 actually comes out. Give me a sec, I'm trying to focus on this. 1.0 comes out, I'm going to dismantle a lot of things and just rebuild everything from the ground up as like a massive interconnected city. Although I'm kind of putting myself through a lot of work doing that because I am making very messy stuff. Right now, I am making a bridge that I'm hoping will at least look nice. It's good. I kind of want to actually get better at making nicer looking creations within Satisfactory, so this is kind of a start. Do I not have enough space? Oh. I don't need pedals. Okay, how do I want this to look? I don't know. I go through all this effort making something like this. I'm like, oh, what am I doing with this? I'm just trying to see what I can make. But ideally, before 1.0 comes out, I want to have access to aluminum, which I think at this rate, I should be able to get that before 1.0 comes out. And then right after that, I'm going to rebuild like all of my infrastructure, which that's going to take a bit. But I'd like to do that basically. I don't want to get... okay, I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff for biomass. In other news, at the moment, I'm trying to get computers set up. My big brain was like, ha, it would be kind of cool if we hooked up our oil refinement setup, one that's making a bunch of plastic and rubber, and have a tractor set up to deliver all of this stuff to the base. That would look cool, wouldn't it? Oh wow, you're right, that would look cool, said me. But now I actually have to do it though, because I want to do it. I like the edges, but let's see. What other framing options are there? Oh, manta. I didn't actually know the manta was there. I could put a frame wall like that. Ooh, yeah. I guess I could also try to get a new material to make like these foundations a different type, I guess. I'll need to double check what my ticket count is on. Not using blueprints, not at the moment. At the, I don't really know what I want this bridge to look like quite yet. And blueprints, I've used some for like factory-based things, but I'm not doing any super complicated builds at the moment. Later on, once I get into more complicated structures, then I will use blueprints because that's going to be a time saver. Right now, I don't even know what I want, so I'm just kind of building whatever I feel like right now. Wait. Oh yeah. Have the pillars go from bottom up. I'm putting way too much effort into this bridge. Kind of liking it right now. Making dismantling easy too, that's true. Although at least for the moment, it's simple enough. But like, if I get into... Okay, I guess I can't cut that down. If I get into more complicated things, like I said, which will probably be whenever 1.0 comes out, or I guess later on if I can like make some cool stuff by then I'll actually use the blueprint designer more. I do know how to use it. I've made like a smelter blueprint as well as a constructor blueprint and a portable hypertube blueprint too. But for the moment, this is just what I've been doing for now. I actually kind of like how that looks, sort of. Oh yeah, I wanted to get different materials. But yeah, everything's way too messy and kind of disconnected, so it's kind of hard to make all of this with blueprints. And I've had times where, let's see, I had an old series on my channel, the 20x20 series, where I played Satisfactory a lot on a 20 by 20 limited foundation area. And that's where like everything was just manufactured and whatnot. There were a few times I actually completely just like dismantled my whole factory just to make something a little different. And I think that was when blueprints weren't easily disassemblable. Let's see. But I was fairly able to manage even though I couldn't do that. So I'm honestly fine just trying to take a lot of time to dismantle things. Let's see, I think I'll have just for a couple of these. Actually, there's like these big pillars. Can I hook up these big pillars and it looks nice? Kinda. We'll see how that looks. There's a geyser down here. Well, now I need to get up. Let's see. Can I put these on the side? I can. That's nice. Doesn't look good. I guess this will work for now. Okay, what is the separation? Do I want it every... Is there even going to be a logic to it? 1, 2, 3, 4. About here. I need to get some more concrete real quick. So I think that that pillar length is actually kind of fine. Foundation. Have that go out. There we go. Although maybe I should hold off from doing too much creative things until I get like the hover pack. I do have inversion, that's good. I'll just make actually building things a lot easier later. I just realized I need to have this over by a bit. Let's see, half foundations to the rescue. Right? I think. Pretty please? Kinda, okay. I think this will work out. I hope that spec doesn't problem later. Maybe just like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so that's going to be a ramp just to get up easier. Manta flying by. Can I make this quicker? Okay. Actually, no joke, kind of like this bridge setup. Let's get railings. That's annoying. There's no proper railing for. Yeah, there we go. No proper railing for the diagonal pieces. Oh, that sticks out too much. Oh well. Oh, almost had it. Stands out too much. I'll just take it out. Alright, that's the entrance area to here from underneath. I think I'll put one more down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's one more. Oh well. I could just say that that rock is holding it up. I could kind of believe that. Okay, so that's the bridge done. Or done enough. I think it looks okay. It probably needs some more work on it here and there. But for my purpose, it's good. Try and just clear a path for the tractors going through here. Now I guess I'll also make a bridge over to there. Believe this will be a good angle. About here. Okay. Rock. I do not want this rock. Go away, rock.
Multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
More rocks. don't want rocks in the way. Okay. I think that should be fine. I just get rid of all just the shrubbery. Okay, so Chuck can go over here. Things are fine. Wonderful.
Harvest.
That's gonna run into this building. It's kind of okay. I can just remove. Just move and remove.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
I think I'm going crazy. I'm hearing voices. Of course, it ended up being like slightly higher elevation over here. I want the tractor. I think I'll have the tractor station about here. Okay. Have a bit more room. Set up a storage container. I'm gonna get all of the plastic, rubber, and fuel hooked up to this one conveyor belt. It's all gonna have to fight over it. Me of the future is going to be so annoyed of what I've done. Like, no joke. The amount of spaghetti belts that are everywhere. Is that just going to look like just cycling between all three of them? Ah, that looks so cool. That's connected. Power plugged into the tractor. looks so annoying. Okay, everything comes up this way, gets the items, of which is loaded, circles around, goes down this weird dip, and then heads back that way. Okay. Now, to make it at least look somewhat decent. I'll have it somewhat similar to what I had on the main bridge, where I just have these copper pillars, or concrete pillars here on the side. I don't think I've ever seen a bean dance. Would it actually be easier setting up a blueprint for something like this? I don't know. I'm just fairly certain I'm pretty fine with doing this for now. I just realized I haven't even gotten to the part where I get the copper sheets over to my face. Oh dear.
Harvest.
Whenever 1.0 comes out, can't wait to see what is annoying. Oh my gosh, I can't. Wait. Let me place it. There we go. Can't wait to see what these things are for.
Widespread chaos in
Shut up.
Mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part to harvest alien artifacts.
This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Just to get underneath. Ooh. Okay, I need to get some parts soon. Need to get some concrete and need to get steel. Or no, I'm good on steel for now. Genuine question I thought of. Later on, if ever I make like other bridges like these, or just any structure in general, am I gonna have to make it similar, or do I want to make it similar, or something kind of different? I'm thinking a little different every time, just kind of just chaoticness, just chaos really. Me like me chaos. Let me place? No? There's some cool fancy railing. Oh, that looks nice, actually. Can I zoop underneath? Oh, I can. I think I'll actually do that instead. Yeah, that'll make it easier. Oh, wait. I actually got these things kind of backwards, so it's gonna be slightly different. Ah. I could put one here at least. Okay. Where will be the next one? I think about here. Oh. There's a crate down here? Oh. It must have been where the old power pole was when I accidentally deleted it. Accidentally, no, that was purposeful. What am I saying? Wait. What? How did this happen? Why are these flipped? There we go. These are also, That's weird and annoying. But now it's fixed, so whatever. I think just one more pillar and then I'll just call the bridge done. It'll be right here. Cool. I think that's ready. So tractor station is set up on one end. Now I just gotta get the other end set up. Which I guess will be about here. I don't think I need foundations to get this to work. About here. Power connection. There. Unload. Now I need to hook it up to the biofuel belts. Okay. We'll get some biofuel ready, and that should give me enough fuel for a bit. Meantime, I'll just use... Well, I'm gonna get fuel reserves coming in soon, so it's not too big of a deal, actually. I'll just put that in for now. Okay, fuel is in. Start recording. This is a kind of nice bridge, really. It's probably going to be the difficult area just because there's so many rocks that I can't get rid of. There we go. Load it up. All right. So I'm probably not going to be able to get something like this done for AI limiters. I think I'm just gonna have to use regular belts for, oh well, crossing paths. But I think just one tractor is gonna be fine. The idea was just to have two, but I think just one's fine. All right, there we go. I'll just wait for it to unload everything, then I'll just let it roam free. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, I need like an unpacking area, which I think I will use foundations for. I haven't even gotten computers yet, and I'm actually running out of time. I need AI limiters so that I can get smart splitters. So let me just make some really quick. I forgot how many smart splitters I need to at least research. Oh man, I forgot. There was like a hard drive thing in the MAM. I'll go take a look at that. What do I get? Woo! This is a really good recipe. You can get like a lot of fuel with this if you can set things up right. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get that. Oh yeah. Caterium. I need 10 AI limiters to at least get that made. Okay. Cool. Okay. Spend this time just actually getting up and stretching a bit. Okay, I need to get computers set up kind of soon. I'm running out of time. Okay. Smart splitter researched. Great. Oh yeah, I need 50 for power switches. I don't have enough of that. So, smart splitter. That's pretty. It's a really cool thing. It basically allows you to filter what items get sent through the split conversion. And you can have just a filter for every single item, which is cool. You can have it for any item that comes through, no items, undefined, which just means anything, and overflow, where if all other tracks are full, then it goes for that overflow, which, so you fill like up a storage area first, and then there's an overflow that happens. So that can get sent to something like an awesome sink. For this purpose, I'm going to use it to unpackage all of the items that I just got. I want it that way. So yeah, main use for it is as a sorting system type thing. Let's see. Smart split, smart splitter, smart splitter. So this one is going to be for fuel, if I can spell it right. Packaged fuel, and then overflow everything else. This one will have overflow in the middle. And plastic? Sure, we'll do plastic in the middle. This one's arranged a little differently, just because orientation. So rubber, and then overflow. There we go. I guess it would help if I like plugged it in. And then there's everything else, which I could put into an awesome sink. I don't feel like it because I don't have the power infrastructure to sustain having all of that up and running. So this will do for now. And so I can reroute some of this package stuff back into the trucks later. I think for now I'm just gonna go through whatever biofuel reserves that I have and just leave it at that. Alright, what do I need? So I got cables. Plastic is here. I need to get the copper sheets back to base, I think, and then I can upgrade one of these in order to get screws, and then I could. I think I'll have everything for computers. Great. I don't think I'll get to AI limited production this episode. It might be some other time. They're not like required that much. I mean, I just need enough to make the smart splitters, which might warrant at least getting something. But for now, I just want to get But for now, I just want to get computer set up, basically. Anyways, I can... Do I want to use a smart splitter? I don't think I really have to. I can just normal split this off. I'm going to need a lot of steel beams for conveyor belts, so whatever I can carry. Alright, that will split off here. That'll follow the steel beams. Now, if I had time, I probably would... Oh wait, do I want to? Do I want to get a tractor setup for this? Maybe another time. I just don't have... I have like 20 minutes. Do I? Actually, I have like 15. Okay. I have like somewhere important that I actually have to be, so I can't spend too much extra time on the stream. With these weird placements. These weren't here earlier, what the heck? Whatever. So I need copper sheets to get combined with assemblers in order to make circuit boards, which then get combined with cables, screws, circuit boards, and more plastic, which, okay, I got enough of that stuff. That'll all get combined into computers. So weird. Okay. I just plugged it into current copper sheet storage. Okay. That's nice. Okay, where do I want this at? Do I just want them here, maybe? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna give myself so much work. I might actually, okay, now that I think about it, I might actually invest in blueprint stuff. You don't have time for that right now. But I'm pretty sure it should be fine later on. How many do I want? Wait, hold on. Do I even have manufacturers? Okay, I do. Wait. They need heavy frames. No. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, no. Okay, I need to snag as many random screws as I can find. I don't need flower petals. Okay. Make heavy frames. Pretty please. Can only make 3? Oh yeah, I need modular frames. Maybe I should have spent my time working on heavy frames here. Oh well. I need at least 20 heavy frames, and I'll get at least 2 manufacturers up and running. I think that'll be fine for now. I can go a little over what I think what time I think I have left. But, oh man, I need more screws. It's just I gotta be somewhere in an hour, and I just want to have enough time for that. It's like a somewhat local place, so it's not too detrimental, but it'd be nice if I had the time to be there on time. Anyway, I got plastic, so that's covered. Got cables, so I should be able to make the 2 manufacturers. I need more screws. Is there enough here? No. Okay. Okay, just the one for now. So screws in there. Do I have enough for more assemblers? I do. Okay. Manufacturer. So I'll just have a second one there. Slide that over. So these will make computers. Let me place them. Good grief. Oh yeah, I need screws. Heck. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's get the assemblers up and running. So, I need 25 circuit boards a minute. I need 50 actually, and it comes into a 7.5. So I need about 7 assemblers. Oh no. I got myself in a pickle. Rotors, I need rotors. Should have enough copper sheets to do all this. Just trying to think about how I want to set this up. Okay. So copper sheets will inevitably get to here. Okay. What time I got? I think I got about 20 minutes left. Should be able to get this done in about 20 minutes. We'll see. So that's copper sheets hooked up, I believe. Yes, yes, yes. Next up is plastic, which I got over here. Oh my gosh. Plastic! Yeah! So that's going to make a bunch of circuit boards. So with all the plastic that's coming through, I think I can also route that around here in order to get ready for computers. Main thing I think I need to do is get screws done. So computers require 130 screws per minute. Oh no. I say oh no because that's gonna be a bit of manufacturing actually. Oh no. Oh man, and I don't. Oh man, I should have got heavy frames worked on or something. I say because the amount of screws required is going to be way too much. think, okay, I can probably get that up and running. I just do not have time right now. So, I think for the time being, I'm just gonna do a quick cop out and say, let me just store a bunch of screws in here. Let's see. Those are all getting rerouted to refined plates, which for now, you know, I'm not really using refined plates currently. I mean, I am, but they're not like needed, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm just gonna have to steal some off here. Okay. Oh, why am I trying to store these? That's a bad idea. Oh. I don't know why that made me jump. Whatever. Okay, so screws are at least coming in. That's going to cut off the refined plate factory, which also cuts off the mod frame factory. But I think I can work on that at another time. For now, I just want to get computers set up. Let's see. Okay. Splitters up. That one's for screws. Probably could have had these backwards, actually. Plastic. Oh wait. Need one more here. Almost forgot. So I think I'll have this one be the circuit boards. Next one down is cables. Just make that look nice, I guess. Wait. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much fun later on. Trying to get all this sorted out. Okay, cables are next. Spaghetti. Yummy, yummy spaghetti. Cables getting sent over, circuit boards are hooked up, screws are also hooked up. Is that everything? Wait. Okay, so that's cables, yeah? I think so. Rates aren't the best, and I'm kind of using the screws from... Where are the cable? Okay, they're coming in. I'm using the screws from the refined plates factory, but I'm not using those at the moment, so that's kind of fine. But I can at least say that computers are automated, and now I can get a bunch of those. Okay, it's getting built. Wonderful! I've only just completely messed up my factory. I guess I could try to do a whole remodel thing when I get to the heavy frame production, which that's going to be next stream, I think. Because already it's looking very, very messy. So plan is, when it comes to the heavy frames, I'm going to completely rework how I get all of my iron coming in. These miners are just Mark 1s, so I can upgrade them to Mark 2 and have just, like, literally twice as many iron usage going in. So I think I can just dismantle all of that, and I can try to kind of rebuild a lot of... Maybe next episode is just going to be a huge remodel of the factory. Ooh, hold up. Ooh, I am right on the edge of my power. Ah. I guess I'm gonna have to do that actually, because I'm gonna have to get more power at some point, and out of fuel. Why are you at? Oh yeah, because it was trying to get, because I put fuel in there, and now it doesn't have fuel. It has biomass, and those are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's using biomass, right? Yeah. You know what? I'm lazy. I'm going to try to reroute, cause more spaghetti. I don't have time to make it not spaghetti right now, and I'll fix this later. As in, I'm just going to destroy everything later. So, I'm going to fill the biomass reserves with fuel, and that'll get sent off to the tractors. I'm gonna go get some extra fuel. Hello, orange. I'm gonna go get some extra fuel just to fill up those tractors, and then I think I'll call it. I think so. So yeah, next episode, I'm going to be working on getting some more power set up, which I'm gonna have to find a bunch of coal, which I think there's some like way over there, like a large portion. Plug you in, that's good. The other one's kind of far. So, get a bunch of coal generators up and running so I can get more power, because I am at the edge of my power right now, and at least I have those power storage units so that I can give myself time to recover. But yeah, next episode going to be getting coal generators. I think there is like a lot of coal somewhere over here, like a lot of it. So I think I'm just going to collect as much of that as possible. I wanted to use it for steel, but I need power more than I need steel. Where's that tractor at? Oh, I passed it. Here it is. If I have time, I'll see if I can start with a remodeling, but that'll probably just be like me dismantling everything, which shouldn't be too bad. I always say that, but it might take me a while. At least with the plan is deconstruct everything next episode and reassemble everything in order to make heavy frames, and it's going to be the priority. Anything that's overflowing is going to be put back into the system. I'm willing to get industrial beams over here, which shouldn't be too difficult. I guess I could also spend next stream trying to set up a tractor for that. Oh, there's a lot to consider, I guess. It's very spaghetti. I think I'll actually close off here. Alright. Okay. Well, I think that's just going to be the end of the stream. We at least got computers automated, which that's fine. Yay, computers. Also got trucks set up to get a flow of cables. There is copper sheets coming in. Those aren't connected to an actual truck setup yet. I'd like to get that eventually. Also got plastic, rubber, and fuel at least sent over to the main base, which is great. So progress is being made, and I'll be sure to get back on it next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, at least some amount, and you all have a good night. Bye, guys.